Today is Wednesday the 24th of April, and I think it's like the third day now that I'm recording and vlogging everything for you guys and kind of like trying to get back into things. All of a sudden, like hit the brakes and just been like, I can't, like I physically can't. Like I got to the point where I was feeling so depressed about it all and I just couldn't do it. I feel like it's been way too long since I last uploaded a vlog and we last had a chat about everything. I wanted to start off the beginning of this vlog just by saying that I am really sorry for all the vlogs that I've missed, you know, our Monday vlog days. I was really getting into the hang of that to begin with, and then everything just kind of went a little bit funny for me. Like I felt really burnt out and it was really difficult to work as normal. It was almost like a depression in a way, and I say like almost because it, like I don't feel it as strongly now, but at the time it was really strong and I didn't really feel like I could carry on with it anymore. But today is the, I want to say like the 18th of April, it might be the 17th, and it's been probably over a month since I've been like more active, and I'm gonna try and slowly get back into it. I don't know if I'm gonna carry on with these vlogs every single Monday from now on. I really need to feel where I'm gonna go with everything, understand what my like path and everything is, because at the moment, unfortunately, I'm just kind of feeling like off track, and all my goals and everything that I had kind of feel like for a different person now, which is really weird. And I have kind of thought about like, do I want to carry on with my art business? Because the way that it's been going is that I've been making a lot less than usual, and I need to decide if I can somehow turn that around, or if this is kind of it for my art business and I need to move on to something else, or maybe like revamp it in some kind of way. I don't really know right now, and I haven't really known for the last like 3 or 4 weeks, so I'm kind of still feeling it out which is a long time. And you know, at 32 years old, I feel like I should have everything together, like I should know what I want my life to be and everything like that, and I felt like I did, and then it's just kind of like been swept up from underneath me, and now I'm like not so sure anymore. So I don't know where I'm gonna go with it all, but I wanted to update you. I wanted to let you know everything that was going on. I am going to carry on with this vlog today, starting from something I recorded probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and that was more, I think, talking about how I was feeling. I can't exactly remember everything I said in it, but I'm gonna play that for you soon after this, and you can kind of see like where I was at. I did like orders and stuff, so I did still package up some orders for you. And then what I ended up doing is I ended up having a break from Etsy. Well, not so much a break, but I put up my processing times to, I think it was like 2 weeks, and so it just gave me some breathing room, and I put on a little sale to kind of like make up for that. I say little, I did a 40% off sale, and I've still got that running now at this time, and I think it's going until the 1st or 2nd week of April, May even. So I don't know when this vlog is going to be out, but you can go and check that out if you are still interested in anything. Hopefully I'll list some new stuff, because I've got so many products that I need listing, like leftover Patreon things. And today I'm doing a bunch of orders as well. I'm currently in my bed because I wanted to be able to talk to you and for you to hear me without like the printer in the background, because I always feel like that's really distracting. I don't know if you are able to hear me, because I also have my heater on as well, so everything's pretty loud in the studio right now. Studio slash bedroom. Yeah, so today we are packaging up orders. I've also finally ordered my Sakura cottagecore supplies for my Patreon Happy Meals and the stationery boxes, so I'm so excited for that. Today we're just going to be packaging up orders, and I just really want to say thank you so much for sticking around basically. And I want to give a huge shout out to my patrons, because they've been getting like the updates of how I've been feeling, and they've also been very supportive of how I've been feeling, and yeah, it's really meant a lot to me. and I do feel very sorry that I've been so absent, because it's across the board. It's not just here, it's also Instagram and things. But yeah, I still appreciate each one of you. So I hope you enjoy this vlog, and hopefully I will see you again soon. Hello loves, I'm finally back in the studio recording for our Monday vlogs. As you've probably noticed, I have been away for a little while. I've kind of been doing like a lot of soul searching and making sure I'm looking after myself, listening to my body, that kind of thing. I have kind of changed the way I'm looking at things from a couple of videos back when I was crying and I was really upset and kind of felt really low. There's so many of you out there who are just really supportive of me, and it really means the world to me. So I have you to thank as well for this kind of like transformation that's been going on up in my head. I've always been like spiritual, okay, like always, you know, I'm into astrology, that kind of thing, but like lately I'm just feeling a little bit more connected to spirituality. And I've always like done manifestation, but I've been going a little more hardcore lately on that kind of outlook on life, I guess is the best way to describe it. We have like thoughts in our brains that are almost like in our subconscious and like learned behaviors, and we act almost like on autopilot sometimes. I worked on getting myself out of that, and that's why I was saying like it sounds really simple, because it wasn't just like choosing to be happy. It was sitting with myself and actually listening to where I was not feeling like aligned, not feeling on my path, I guess. During that time, I did feel very much like, is continuing to be an artist really for me? Like, I love creating art, so it's nothing about that. I love having like a community with you, making all these products and everything, but I just kind of got to the point where I was a bit like, and I think it's because the job was giving me so much stress, and I was literally like, is this worth it? Like something shouldn't be causing me that much stress. Like it's not worth it if it's that stressful. And so I really took a step back. I was still doing orders and stuff. I did miss a small chunk of orders, and I am really sorry to anyone who ordered and was expecting to see it on the vlog. I didn't actually record those. I just made sure that they were sent out on time. I really just tried to like honor myself, and I still am. I still am really trying to honor myself daily and feel when is right for me to do things, obviously within reason. Sometimes there are deadlines and I have to stick to those, but you know, sometimes I don't have to put so much pressure on myself and be like, this needs to be done then, this needs to be done then. And like what I will usually do is I'll be like, I need to draw 5 drawings in the next 3 days, and then I need to draw, I don't know, 10 the next week or something like that. And if I don't do that, I'm not hitting my goals, and which ultimately ends up making me feel like I'm some kind of failure. But it's like, I put all that stress onto myself. Like, what was the point? There's just no point in that. So changing up my mindset, changing up how I view stuff. I have actually made a little self-love TikTok channel. I just wanted to be authentically like me on there and kind of just give other people like some of the thoughts that I've been feeling, some of the realizations that I've had, and kind of like create a little community over there where we'll like support each other. And it's also going to be like manifestation stuff, so I'm hoping to get into that at some point as well. But at the moment it's very much like spirituality and self-love and like little random clips about my life. So, but I am still a full-time artist. So today we are in this studio, and today we are also going to be packaging up a bunch of your orders. I recently did a like card sale, so I think it's still running now actually. It's like a 35% off on all my cards. So all my handmade cards, all my oracle cards, like all of them. You can also build up your own buildable collection, so quite a few of them will be the same size. The mini decks are all the same size, and then the normal oracle decks are all the same size, including the handmade Zodiac Witches oracle deck, but that's got like a slightly different feel because obviously I'm making that myself. The other ones are manufactured. I have finished my sticker design of Suki, and she is going to be sent over to Sonia. Still have a lot of Suki, cottagecore witch, Japanese witch artwork to do, but I will focus on that next week, I think. And this weekend I'm having a sister sleepover, so I'm gonna be spending the whole weekend with my sisters, which I'm really looking forward to. And I always feel like it kind of like revives something in me, you know. Another thing in the studio today that I need to be doing is I need to be, where is it? There. I need to be refilling my oracle cards box because my supplies in there are pretty low. So I do have, I'm not going to attempt to lift them up, but I do have a couple of boxes of oracle cards that we're going to go through and restock everything in there with. Honestly, like one of my favorite things is probably like restocking the oracle cards because it just looks so pretty, like all the decks together. Obviously been talking about how I've changed my mindset and everything, but one thing that I have noticed is that I'm not sleeping well. Like I wake up all throughout the night, I have restless legs, and I just don't really know what to do at this point, to be honest. Luckily I went to bed quite early last night, so the waking up wasn't really like detrimental. I was still okay. So I wanted to kind of let you know what I've been up to while I've been away, and a lot of the stuff that I've been doing to kind of just feel normal again was doing stuff around my house. I reorganized things, I repainted everything, I started like redecorating, changing around the rooms and things, and honestly doing all that kind of stuff really helped me to just kind of feel a bit happier again, because I'd felt for a long time that my environment was feeling very much not right. And I think because I haven't like redecorated my house or changed anything in so long, that I was starting to get a little bit tired of how it was looking, and it was kind of like old stuff that I had decorated, like an old way that I decorated the house. So I changed up my bedroom and it looks so much nicer now, and everything just feels like more airy. Before I had got this unit so that I could store a lot of my work stuff in, and it was just so like overpowering in the room. Like it just dominated the entire room, and it just made it feel like really cramped and cluttered. So I took that out of my room and I ended up putting that into my dining area, so it just looks really pretty in there. And we ended up putting all of our books in there as well. And then I decorated it with like some plants and some cat things around it for my kitties to kind of play around there. So I'm really happy with how that came out looking. And then the next thing I started working on was just like repainting the entire house. So everything is white because I like to have it white so that I can change the color schemes whenever I want, with like furniture and things, instead of like repainting all the time. So I did that and it kind of just made it feel more refreshed. And then the last thing I need to organize now is my lounge, and we ended up buying a new sofa, which hasn't arrived just yet, otherwise I would show you what that ended up looking like. So I still have that room to do, and we still need to redo the kitchen, but aside from that, everything is now redone, and I just kind of feel happier in my like living space. And I feel like that's really important, because I think it just, for me anyway, it's where a lot of my like happiness lies. Like if I'm not comfortable and happy at home, then I'm gonna like not feel completely right mentally, if that makes sense. And then aside from the house stuff, I've just been spending a lot of time with my sisters, playing games, doing a lot of like self-care, just kind of doing things that make me feel more human, I guess, and more happy, because I think where I was so burnt out with work and so overwhelmed with it all, never really like giving myself a proper break. Like, it's only been the last 6 months to a year that I've really sort of changed my mindset to like overworking is how I should be, to changing that to being more like, well, no, I need some like balance. And you guys have heard me talk about this so many times in these vlogs about work-life balance, but it's something that's like really been a factor in my life lately. And where I was feeling burnt out, I just kind of like distanced myself from my work. I did what I needed to do, but I didn't like overdo anything, and kind of took the free time that I had to start feeling more normal again, start feeling more like a human and just enjoying life. And I think that honestly really helped me. And I think it's helped me get to the point now where I'm starting to think like I can start working again properly. I can start having more of a plan and making sure that that plan doesn't include me overworking myself. And I think that's where I'm kind of at a crossroads with everything, because I'm sort of thinking, well, if I want to, make sure my current business is super successful, then I have to really go like hardcore with it. And then I'm like hitting a wall there, because that's not really where I want to be. So I'm not too sure how things are obviously going to go, but doing all that stuff just really helped get me into a better place. And I feel incredibly lucky that I was actually able to do that, because that's not the reality for most of us. Like, we can't, most of us can't do that and just be like, right, I'm taking a month or so break. So I was incredibly fortunate for that. Today is Wednesday the 24th of April, and I think it's like the third day now that I'm recording and vlogging everything for you guys and kind of like trying to get back into things. I still haven't had time to sit down and edit everything, but I kind of want to like catch up with you and let you know where I am right now. So I don't feel like a lot has changed since the intro to this vlog, where I was talking about how I've been feeling and stuff like that. I just kind of feel like I have quite a few different options, and none of them obviously have security right now, because some of them are like brand new paths. Some of the options I have right now are things like revamping my art business, like changing it slightly. One of the ideas I had was to just draw like animals, cute cats mainly, and kind of make it a bit more like trendy and designed for more like cat lovers, trying to make more of like a business out of that kind of thing. But then when I think about doing that, I think about how sad I think I'd feel to not draw my girls anymore. So honestly, I'm just not sure right now. Like, nothing really is like jumping me into action or anything like that. And usually like when something feels right, I'll just kind of like go for it. And nothing is really like feeling that way at the moment. One other idea I had was to start being more of like creating content that was more, I guess, influencer style, like more of my life, more of like lip syncing videos and outfits, makeup, stuff like that, maybe hairstyles. But I know that stuff is kind of oversaturated, so I'm not sure if it's something that people would want to see from me. And obviously it's a different kind of direction to the art. Having like the art business is a bit more like low-key, and you're kind of like in the background, like the art is like your focus or whatever. And obviously being more of a business that's like influencer style is more like putting myself out there. So I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do right now. The other idea I have is to get a part-time job, something that is a bit more, I guess, like secure and stable. It's not, because anyone can get like laid off and stuff like that, but to have like some security in that sense, so that I can kind of like breathe when it comes to doing my art, and I don't need to like stress so much about it, because that has been where I have been. And all of the stress and all of the like burnout, because I do kind of feel like it's burnout from all the years that I spent just like going hardcore with everything. And I feel like I've kind of shifted my focus a little bit from like, you know, I have to be overworking and I pride myself in overworking, and now I'm sort of more like, well, I want to rest, I want to look after myself, I want to like enjoy life, and I also really want to enjoy what I'm doing. And if the art business right now wasn't bringing in less income like it has been, then I feel like I could do that stuff and still carry on the art business. Like I don't feel like you necessarily need to overwork or anything like that, but it does require a little bit more of your effort, I guess, than having like a standard job or whatever. I don't really know how to explain it, but everything like relies on you, and it's not just like creating cute art. So I think all the other aspects and things have felt very overwhelming, and I think that's why I've kind of just all of a sudden like hit the brakes and just been like, I can't, like I physically can't. Like I got to the point where I was feeling so depressed about it all, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do the YouTube, I couldn't do the drawing. I just wanted to like step away from it all. And when I like notice myself feeling like that as well, I feel like that gets reflected in the business too. I feel like obviously because you're stopping doing stuff, you're not getting like as much engagement if you're focusing on things like YouTube and Instagram, social media, whatever. And I don't feel like you're gonna get the same amount of orders as well because you're not like doing that constant promoting. So essentially, I've just let my Etsy store and my website just run on their own. And I mean, it hasn't been too bad, but it needs to be a lot higher if I want to think of this as something that is going to continue for the future, if that makes sense. It feels weird to talk about like how things have been personally, like for me, but I also feel like I owe it to you guys because I've had some of you like messaging me asking if I'm okay, like where I am, and I feel like I shouldn't have been so absent, but at the same time I feel like I really needed to be that absent and take a step back. I feel like it's almost been 2 months now that I've been so like detached from everything. So right now I don't know what the future of Ayanea is. Maybe it will change and be something completely different. I mean, the amount of times I've thought about restarting like my social media accounts and changing the business name and doing all these different things, the amount of times like I felt that way, like maybe I should have done it. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting more into work over the last like couple of days. I feel like it's not, like I'm not dreading it as much as I was before. I feel like I'm actually like excited to do things, and I feel almost normal when I'm like doing everything that I was normally doing before. A few weeks ago or whenever, this period of time I've felt very like it's taken a lot to do my drawings, it's taken a lot to do my orders, and that doesn't feel like me, and I have been trying to understand like what's going on. So I don't know if any of you are in a similar situation, maybe you can relate in a different way, but I just feel like I'm 32 and don't know what like my life path is. And then like on the other side, my brain will be like, your life isn't determined by your work, but then obviously society is like, well, you need money to live, so I'm just winging it right now. And I think that's all I can do right now until something kind of feels right. And I'm sitting with like these thoughts and stuff, and I am like contemplating ideas and things. For me personally, I need to feel like a pull towards doing something, and I need to feel like the passion for it, because otherwise I'm not gonna like stick to it. So, and the influencer route is very much something like I feel comfortable with doing. Like I feel comfortable recording TikToks, I feel comfortable like talking on here. I don't feel comfortable doing things like lives, but maybe I will get comfortable doing those, I don't know. And I don't really know where to start with all of that, but it's something that I would like to do, and I guess kind of like connect with people more just like me. I think with the art business, like I'm connecting through my art, but I kind of want to connect through my words as well, and my personality, like make people feel less alone and like they have a friend in me, if that makes sense. I just also want to have fun with it, but again, I don't know if it's something that I'm definitely going to do. It's just an idea. Let me know if it's something that you see me doing or you think I should do, or if you have any other ideas. I mean, at this point, I will take all your different ideas on the paths that I could take so I can sit down with them all and just kind of like really wrap my head around all of this situation. Okay, enough rambling and getting back into the art side of stuff. So with the art business currently, I have been working on my Patreon theme for April, and I know we're almost at the end of April now, so it's very, very late, but I couldn't like do it sooner. I just couldn't do it sooner. It just wasn't working. But I've ordered everything now, and I'm really, really hopeful that everything is going to arrive before the end of May, because I did express delivery and I did items that were quite quick to make and turn around. So fingers crossed those arrive before the end of May. I still need to do my digital rewards for Patreon, and I do need to do my coupon, but I don't notice anyone really using the coupon. I think it's because I have like all the sales on, and you can't, like on Etsy, you can't use a sale and a code at the same time. So the code is almost like void because usually the sale is more than the code. So that seems like something I've got to work out. So I ordered a keyring and I ordered a magnet and I ordered the stickers for the pack. So I'm really excited for that. This is the collaboration that I'm working on with Sonia. So we're doing this whole theme together and we designed these characters and stuff, and it's so, so cute. And I love that it's like Sakura, cherry blossom themed, because it just fits with the vibe right now. I really want to get something to put into the packages, like little fabric cherry blossoms or paper cherry blossoms, something like that would be so cute. When all of that arrives, I will show you. Maybe I'll add it to like the end of this vlog. And also I have these, you can see they're like mismatched. I have these stuck on my face because tonight we are going to an ITZY concert and I'm really excited. I don't actually listen to their music that much anymore like I used to, but I am so excited for a concert night because K-pop concerts are just the best. So I have to hurry up with these orders, and then I gotta finish getting ready, and then I gotta go. And so that's where I'm at. And another thing is that I need to finish my main print for April. I know it's so, so late still. I'm still gonna finish it. It's one of the things that doesn't need to be done until I'm ready to send out the packages. So I'm fine, I'm not like rushed or anything with that. But I do want to try and get it done as soon as I can. I'll kind of do like a little slideshow or whatever of all of the things that I've been working on, all of the drawings. So after all of that and catching you up on where I've been and where my mind's been, I now want to kind of like talk to you about where I'm going to go from here. And whereas at the moment I'm still feeling a little bit like unsure and I don't feel like I'm really being super pulled in any kind of direction, the one thing that I do know is that I'm going to keep my art business going. So for now I'm going to carry on the art business, and I would be really sad to stop doing it. So I'm not sure if I would ever stop doing it, but the one thing I want to try and do as well is the whole kind of influencer style thing that I told you all about. I just want to make an account to just kind of like play around with, and I actually want to make a new account because I did make that other account that I mentioned in the beginning of this vlog, but I feel like I need something, I don't know, a bit different. I'm gonna make the account at some point, I imagine, and maybe I can also do a YouTube channel. I don't know if that's something that I should do or if people would be interested in, but I will try and do things that are more about my life, like cute little videos about my life and things that I've been doing, and maybe stuff to do with like my makeup, skincare routines, like self-care routines, how I decorate my house, like DIY decorations, that kind of stuff is everything that I kind of do behind the scenes anyway, so it might be nice to share that on a YouTube channel or something like that. But the art will carry on for now, and it will stay as it is, I think. And I'm probably going to clean up my shop a little bit, get rid of quite a lot of products because I feel like I have quite a lot in there, and have everything in there a little bit more, I guess, new and up to date. And then I'm also going to probably change around my pricing. I really want to do free shipping. With the shipping costs going up so much, I'm not sure if it's something that's doable. So don't worry, I'm not going anywhere just yet, and I'm hoping to slowly get back into a routine. Thank you so much for watching, my loves. I am so grateful for you all, and I really appreciate your patience and kindness with me while I'm going through this difficult time. Hopefully I can get back on track with these vlogs, and then I will see you in the next one. Bye!